Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all in your secretarial practice class 12th standard. As you can see this slide, we people are on the lesson number 5. Lesson name is deposits. So what is today's topic? Today's topic which we are going to start like terms and condition for accepting the deposit. We have already discussed about the meaning, introduction and the type of the company who can accept the deposit in our previous video. So today's topic is related to terms and condition. Before starting to the terms and condition, we have to discuss some topic which we have not discussed in our previous video. Like all the companies can accept the deposit except like banking company, non-banking finance company, a housing finance company. These are the few type of the company those who cannot accept the deposit. Other company can accept the deposits. This is a flow chart. As you can see that we have already discussed in our previous video. So this chart is also relate and relevant with the today's topic. So we are discussing it again so you can understand it again and you can revise it. So as you can see that acceptance of the deposit can be collected through the member as well as from the public. So being a private company, public company without the eligibility, eligible public company, all the companies can collect the funding as acceptance of deposit from the members. Another type public. Public में आपका eligible public company and government company. Both the type of the company can accept the deposit from the public. As you already aware that in 11th standard we said that for the particular acceptance for particular sources of the funding you need to pass the resolution. So there are the different type of the resolution. So whenever you are collecting the deposit from the member, you have to pass this ordinary resolution. When you are collecting the deposit from the public, you have to pass the special resolution. So what is today's topic? Today's main topic we are going to discuss about the terms and condition for acceptance of the deposit. First type like amount of deposit. So we are taking the first type private company. So being a private company, you can accept the deposit from the members, from the director, from the relative of the director. But the percentage should not be more than the 100% of what? Of paid up share capital and the free reserve. So that means in a private company you cannot accept the deposit from the public, but you can accept the deposit from the members, director and relative of the director. Another condition, however, there is a certain type of the class private company as specified by the Company Act, they can collect the more than 100% of the paid up share capital and the free reserve amount. Paid up share capital I have already discussed with you in the previous lecture where we said that paid up capital means the capital amount which have been collected by the company from the shareholder on the share, and free reserve means the reserve amount means is related to the amount which have been saved by the company for the future requirement. So I hope you have clear with this the private company type. Now another type like public company without the eligibility, other than eligibility. Eligibility means the related to the two condition which have to be fulfilled by the public company to getting the eligibility. First condition was net worth value, that should be 100 crore of the company or more than the 100 crore. Second condition was like turnover of the company should be more than the 500 crore or more than that. A company have to fulfill out of one condition, out of two condition, company have to fulfill the one condition to getting the eligibility. So what is given in this paragraph? These company cannot accept the fresh deposit from the members if the amount of the such deposit together with the previous deposit amount exceed 25% of the paid up share capital and the free reserve of the company. Type of the eligible public company. Eligible public company mean the company which are eligible with the certain condition which I have just discussed with you, with the net worth value or with the turnover. So out of the two condition, a public company have to fulfill the one condition for getting the eligibility. So being an eligible public company, you have a two option. You can accept the deposit from the member as well as from the public. But there is some condition. You cannot accept the deposit if the amount of such deposit together with the previous amount, with the previous deposit is exceed the 10% of the aggregate of the paid up share capital and the free reserve. That means over and all you can collect the 10% from the member, not more than that. Same condition, you cannot accept the fresh deposit if you already achieved the 25% limit. What is given in this paragraph? If the amount of such deposit together with the previous deposit exceed the 25%. If your previous amount and present amount together amount is more than the 25%, then you cannot accept the fresh deposit. So up to the 25% you can accept the deposit from the public with the paid up of share capital and the free reserve. Now another type of the company, that is the government company. Of the company can accept the deposit from the public, but the limit should not be more than the 35% of what? Of paid up share capital of company and the free reserve of the company. Second point, related to the period and the tenure of the deposit. As you can see that acceptance of the deposit may be a minimum for the 6 months and the maximum for the 36 months. But there may be some circumstances for the company as well as for the depositor. In the condition of the company may accept the deposit early than the 6 months. For what? To fulfill their short-term needs. In that case is a minimum timing for the acceptance of deposit will be for 3 months, and such deposits cannot be more than the 10% of paid up share capital and the free reserve of the company. Another circumstances, on the request of the depositor, company makes premature repayments of deposits. Company may also renew its deposit with the same terms of issue, and that will be considered as the free deposits. No demand deposits. Company never accept or renew deposit repayable on the demand. Demand पे आपका क्या है? Acceptance नहीं होता. Fourth condition, secure and unsecure. So being a company, you have an option. You can accept the deposit with the security or without the security. So deposit should be clearly mentioned in the circular or the advertisement. Circular or advertisement, it is just like a prospectus where the invitation is given related to the acceptance of deposits. So if a company offers secure deposit, then the company have to create the charge on the assets of the company and within the 30 days of the acceptance of the deposit. Fifth point, related to the application form. So being a company, you have to provide the application form to the depositor, and the form should contain a declaration by the applicant that the deposit amount have not borrowed from any other person. Sixth point, joint names. Company can accept deposit in the joint names of the depositor. So the 3 names can be joined but not more than that. Seventh point, nomination. Nomination, that means every depositor, they have a right, they can nominate any person if any events of the death of the depositor happen in the future. Number 8, circular and advertisement. How the person will aware about the acceptance of the deposit which company is going to be issued. What is given in this paragraph? Again, this is the paragraph taken the textbooks, so I'll explain it to you in a short. If a company invites deposit from member, you have to issue circular. but if you are offering the acceptance of deposit to the public, you have to issue the advertisement with the particular detail. So what are the content in circular or in the advertisement? First, financial position of the company. Second, the portion is related to secured और unsecured डिपॉजिट ऑफ द फ्रेश इशू, जो आपका जो डिपॉजिट है वो सिक्योर्ड है या अनसिक्योर्ड है. थर्ड वन, क्रेडिट रेटिंग. क्रेडिट रेटिंग गिवन बाय द क्रेडिट एजेंसी विच शो दैट योर कंपनीज पोजीशन इन द मार्केट. डिटेल ऑफ द स्कीम. Name of the deposit trustees. Trustees we have already discussed in the previous video where we said that trustees like a mediator. So they do the agreement between the company and the depositor, but they work as the trustees. Next point, amount due towards deposits of any previous deposit accepted by the company. That means all the related content of the deposit that should be mentioned when you issue the circular and the advertisement. Second point, B section. Filling of circular and the advertisement with the registrar of the company. This is the heading. So a copy of the circular or the advertisement signed by the director should be submitted with the registrar of the company. Third point, issue of circular or the advertisement. So that means after filling the copy of the circular or advertisement with the registrar, the company can issue the circular and the advertisement. So over and all, first of all, you have to register your circular and advertisement with the registrar of the company. So company can send the circular to the member through the register post, speed post or email. Before inviting the public, company have to issue the advertisement in the one English newspaper and one state newspaper where your company is registered, where your company is located. Validity of circular or advertisement. The circular or advertisement is valid for the 6 months from the end of the financial year in which it was issued or the date on which the annual journal meeting was held. So whichever is earlier, that will be the valid period for the circular or for the advertisement. So there are some another terms and conditions which we will discuss in our next video. So over and all, there are 20 conditions which have been given in your textbooks. So today we have completed only 8 terms and conditions. Remaining we will continue in our next video.